Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back. So, we're going to talk about some currently inked fountain pens and a few new fountain pens that I've added to my collection since the last time I talked about fountain pens. So if that interests you, please hang in here with me. For those of you who are new, my name is Christa David. I'm an artist and lover of all things stationery and pens. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, let's gather ourselves. I currently think I have too many pens currently inked. But we're gonna press. We're gonna see if we can use up all this stuff before the end of September. I think we can, but for October, I'm definitely gonna ink up less pens. So what I was trying to do this month was trying to reach for pens that I don't normally reach for. And those are my Kaweco, Kaweco Sports. Yeah, Kaweco Sports. And I usually only reach for these when I'm traveling, and I have a few. I think I have like 6 or so. So I inked up the brass, this orangey one, I think it's called Fox, and then my black one. And I've been using them. I had a 4th one inked up as well, but I had to put that back in the case because it was just outrageous. Because I needed to make room for, this is a new one. Let's get into the new pens. So I wasn't supposed to buy this beautiful Pilot Vanishing Point until September, but I bought it in August. I've had it for, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks now, and I love her. She is a medium nib, and she is, I mean, this is I knew I would love this pen because I've held it in my hand before purchasing it, and I just love it. It's perfect. I will say the medium nib is kind of thick, which I was surprised because it is a Japanese nib, but I love it. I only need one. I love it. I use it every day. I've used it every day since I've gotten it, and I'll show you what it's inked up with in a minute. So let's move this out of the way. So that is new pen number 1. New pen number 2. These were complete impulse purchases. And this is why I'm going to unsubscribe to every email in my inbox, because I shouldn't be buying any more lamys. Now, I have grown to love the lamy safaris. Is it lamy or lamy? I like saying lamy, but that's only after I figured out how to write with the pen. So I was always posting it, and that just made it feel weird. And then I'm like, wait a minute, you don't have to post it. So this is perfect. So I've grown to love the lamy safaris, and I've gotten nibs. So I have a couple of nibs that I switch out on the 2 that I have. I have this AL Star and Marin, which is a delicious brown. Love it. And then I have a mango, which I don't love that color, but it was my first family. And so I have that one. And then I saw in my inbox that they were doing some special editions. Girl, I don't need these, but I got them. I got 2 of them because the colors were so, these are all AL Stars, so that aluminum, so they're a little heavier, just slightly, than the standard lamy safaris that are plastic made out of Lego material. So I got this sage, which is just too, it's just too good. And again, my nails are terrible because I'm currently working on a lot of work in the studio and can't get a manicure till next week after I'm done with my artwork. So I got the sage. green, and then they had this one autumn rose, and you can see the finials. I just love the green. The pink is cute too. I don't need any more of these pens at all. I have enough. So I have a total of 4. I have 3 AL Star. Oh, that's cute. And 1 of the plain ones, so the mango color one. So these are 2 new pens. And each of those pens were, I'll tell you the price. So this one I got on eBay. Pen Avenue is where I get my things. And I was able to get this. Actually, no, I didn't get this from eBay. I got this from JetPens. Sorry. I was able to get this pen because I had a credit. I had a $200 credit on my Amex that I needed to use. And so I got this from JetPens. And this was like $165. Worth every penny. The funny thing was, I was like, oh, maybe I can get the Kaweco student pens because they have these beautiful like vintagey colors, and I was like, oh, I can get 2 of those and then get some inks. And then it was like, Krista, go with what you want to get and don't go with quantity. Go with quality and not quantity. Not that the Kaweco students aren't quality. It's just that I was thinking, oh, I'll get 2 pens instead of 1. And it was like, girl, you really want this pen. So I just bought 1 pen with my credit and a bottle of ink. Finally got the Robert Oster Cafe Crema in the bottle. So $165. And then these 2 were $22 each, which is not bad. I think these are normally priced at like $38, so they were on sale. But the thing about the lamy that I'm gonna do sometime this fall is you can buy a gold nib for the lamy safaris. I've seen gold nibs as cheaply as $55 or $60 and as high as $98. But you can get a gold nib, pop it on this, and you can literally have a gold nib fountain pen for $75, $80, depending on if you got the body on sale. And they always have these on sale on Amazon or wherever. I got this from Endless Pens. And yeah, so I am going to buy a gold nib from one of my lamies. I'm probably going to put it on this chocolate one. But yeah, so those are 3 pens. And then I don't know what I was thinking. I knew I wanted to test out a Sailor, and I wasn't ready to buy a gold nib Sailor. Also, I'm not sold on the Pro Gear Slim size for long writing sessions. I like to write for a long time. And I also love the cigar shape. So this is my SD Park. I love the cigar shape. So, but I wanted to try out Sailor, and I saw a video and I just saw the most beautiful blue pen. Blue is my favorite color. This particular shade of blue is my favorite. It's like a denim-y kind of blue, and I saw it, and then I looked on Amazon and the pen was $40. And it's steel nib, so I said, okay, I can test out a Sailor nib size before investing in a gold nib pen. And I've already picked out what gold nib pen I want. But I got this. It's so pretty. My entire living room is color drenched in a color similar to this. It's like a denim-y blue, and then it has like little specks in it. I don't know if you can see. The light is pretty intense. But this is called the Shimoyo, and it has this beautiful little white. It's just a nice pen. And I got it in fine because I was curious about the fine, how the fine would perform. And I love it. Like, I love it. I think when I buy my gold nib Sailor, I'm going to go for a medium fine because I think just a little bit more weight to the line would be nice, but I definitely don't want to get a medium. So I got the Shimoyo, and I'm so happy I have it. You can't write with it for long writing sessions because the pen is just so small. I do post it when I'm writing, and that helps, but it doesn't have the girth like the good old Esterbrook Essie, which you can write with this pen for hours. This is why I know I'm going to get at least 2 more Esties in my life, because this is like the perfect size pen. You can see how in size they're like, the Sailor is really small, and this is the scale of like a Pro Gear Slim from what I remember. So that's why I'm not sold on the Pro Gears, because I'm like, I can't write with that for a long time. So anyway, the Sailor that I want to get that's gold nib is the 1911 large. So, and it's cigar shape, and it's girthier, and I think I can write with that one much longer than a Pro Gear Slim. So anyway, those are the 4 pens that I got. Now let's finally get into the currently inked, which, gosh, I should have started with that, right? I should have led with that. But anyway, we're gonna do this video in under 23 minutes. Okay, so those are the 4 new pens. I'm not buying any more pens until maybe National Fountain Pen Day, because I want to, maybe if there's a sale or something. But anyway, I'm on a no spend for the next few days. I'm trying to do 7 days, and then maybe I can extend it. Anyway, I'm not buying any more fountain pens right now, but I do want to get that Sailor 1911 large before I get my birthday pen, which is my Holy Grail pen, which is an M800 Pelican. So yeah, those are the new pens, and let's talk about currently inked. So I'm not gonna go, even though these have a cartridge in them, I'm not using them, so we're not going to talk about, these are not currently inked for me. So we can put those away, and maybe I'll ink them up with something special next month in October, or maybe Christmas. Maybe these will be like Christmas pens. I think will be cute. Okay. Let's get these back. Sorry. Let's get these back in the case and out of the way. All right, so let's just jump right into what's currently inked. And then we'll do a little swatch of the, I also bought the Shimoyo ink with this pen. So the pen is called Shimoyo, and then the ink is called Shimoyo. So let's just do a quick swatch. I'm only going to do 1 swatch because the rest of them are already in my swatch case. But I just want you to see this beautiful ink. And it's a dry ink. I don't know if that's like standard to Sailor inks. I haven't really done a whole lot of research on inks. I feel like 2025 is going to be the year where I'm going to start building my ink collection. Right now I have a lot of samples and a few little bottles. Not a few, but I have some small bottles. And let's put that over there. And then this is already inked up with it. So I will, this is Sailor Shikiori. Shimoyu. It's like a beautiful blue black, and it's perfect. That's why I got it, because I know I'm looking for specific colors to have in my collection, and a nice blue black is really important. So I'm glad I have it. It's more of like a purpley blue black. I don't know if you can see that. So it's cooler, but I'm glad I have it. And I will always clearly put it in this pen because it's perfect. Okay, so that is that one. And I'm gonna also put it in my book here. And I'm just gonna write it here. And Sailor, Shikiori, Moyo. And I have it in my Sailor Shimoyu Fine. Okay, so that's one that is currently inked, and I just have it in this sleeve because it doesn't fit on this situation. The next one that I have in my sleeve, you already know. This SD Brook will forever, ever be inked up. I love this pen so much. I can't get enough. So that's the color. And this is, I'll show you a sample in my sample book so you can see. This is the Robert Oster Cafe Crema, and it is quite delicious. It is quite delicious. So that is what I have inked with the Esterbrook Esty. So my SD 1.1 stub. It is Robert Oster Cafe Crema. So good. So very good. And I just have it in this Galen leather sleeve. So that's number 2. Let's go here. So this is my Twisbi. This is basic. Twisbi Eco. I'm sorry, Twisbi. Oh my God, no, it's not a Twisbi. It's a lamy, and I believe it's the medium. And then the ink is Parker. Wait, is that right? I wrote it down. I don't think that that's right. Okay, no. It's Robert Oster Thunder Storm. It's a nice black, sorry. It's like a purplish black. I'll show you the sample card. Oh, it's not like a purplish, but it's like a very nice gray, dark gray black. I like it. So we have that. Similar, it's like a little darker version, blacker version to the Sailor. Right? So that's what's in the lamy. And then I have 2 pens here that I got these when they went on. I got these in a pre-sale. So these are the Twisbi Eco Cafe Bronze and I think Cream. Yeah, that's what I think they are. So in this one, I have, ooh, I love this so much. I don't know if I have a swatch for this yet. This one is the, oh, I think I do. This one is my Twisbi Eco. It's in medium, and I have Sailor Shikiori Kamo Sika. Right. And I will show you. Yes, I have one. So that is what it looks like. It's like a brown pinkish color. It's really pretty. So we have that one, and then in my other Twisbi, which I know sometimes it's weird putting inks in pens that you're like, this is a cream color pen and I put a blue ink in here, but whatever. Twisbi Eco Fine. And I have in here another blue that I really like. I'm on the hunt for certain colors, so I get all of these samples so that I can decide what bottles to buy. So this is Diamine Oxford Blue, which is a nice buttoned up blue. It's not too blue, which I don't really love blue. I'm still on the fence on whether I'm gonna get a bottle of this, but I do like it. I don't think I have a swatch of it. Oh, I do. There are a couple more blues that I want to try, and this one has some red in it, but I guess it won't pick up unless I use a nib that is thicker. So I'm still on the fence about this, but I do like this blue. There are a couple other blues that I want to try from Diamine. So, and once I do that, I'll decide on what bottle to buy. So that's what I have in this one. And we're gonna turn the page. So this is my Pilot Custom 823. I've been running this pen into the ground since I got it back in July. I love it so much. It's my favorite pen in the collection. If I could only have one or two, it would be these two, and I would live happily ever after. But I put a tiny bit of some new ink that I got in a little bottle into this pen, and it's just a small amount, so I should be done with this fairly quickly. With this pen, I always forget to open the blind cap at the top. So I'll be writing, and the next thing I know, I'm like, why is it skipping? Why is it doing all this weird stuff? And it's because it needs to be opened. Ugh. It has the perfect amount of feedback and wetness, and it's just the perfect pen. I mean, really, truly. Medium nib, and this is, I don't think I swatched this. Maybe I did. I'm gonna butcher this name. L'Hermès de Cassis, and it's by Urban, right? And it's just a nice hot pink. I like it, and I'm glad I have this small bottle. I don't need to get anything more than this. I think it's nice for journaling, writing captions, that kind of thing. So that's what's inked in here, and then I'm gonna give this pen a rest. I'm gonna give it a rest, but I could use this pen every day and be completely happy. What else do we have? Okay, so now we have this. I'm gonna do the Pilot. And I will say, I'm a Pilot stan. As a brand, I am with Pilot all the way. Pilot Vanishing Point. It's a medium nib, but it feels like a broad. Oh, it's so smooth. My God, this pen is so good. Actually, my top three would be this, the Pilot Custom 823, and the SC in my collection currently, hands down. Okay, so what I have in here, I have some Basico Parker Quink black. I just needed to make sure I had a black, and I usually use Noodler's X Feather. I'm almost done with that bottle that I bought years ago, and then I'm gonna switch to Diatramentis Document Ink, because I hear all the girlies are using it, and it's really good for like watercolor and stuff like that. So I'm gonna switch to that black, but that's what I have in my Vanishing Point. So that's it for the bottled inks. Now we're gonna just get to the Kawecos, and I have a lot of these cartridges. And that's why I was like, okay, I need to really start using these pens, because I have all of these colors, like all of these colors to use. I have so much of these inks. And if I'm only using the Kawecos for travel, I'm never going to get through these inks. So I said, okay, every month I need to have a couple inked up, and inked up as in using a cartridge. So that's what I did for this month. So in my black one, I have good old black ink. So this is a Kaweco Sport. I'm pretty sure this is medium. There's some coating on this paper that is causing the ink to do weird things. I'm not one of these people who's like, oh, I love Tomoe River paper and I love to use my fountain pens. I rarely use my fountain pens in my Tomoe River paper notebooks. It just takes forever to dry, so I'm always like, oh, I'd rather use my gel pen, my Uniball P. But I use my fountain pens for everything else, journaling, planning, that kind of stuff. Planning in my notebooks that are not Tomoe River paper. So this one is the Kaweco Sport, and I feel like this too is a medium. Yep. And I love this color. This is such a nice color. Like, I love this color. It's just so understated. It's like an orangey brown, and it's just the standard. It's called Sunrise Orange, and I love this. And I usually write what it posted, but we're doing little samples here. And this black, actually, let me give you the right color. It is pearl black. Not to be confused with just any old black, okay? And then I have one more, which, man, I wish I could fit it in here. I'm gonna fit it over here, because I start. And this is my Kaweco Brass. Ooh, yay, green. I love green. And this is a fine. No, it's not green. It's called palm green. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Okay, those are all of the pens that I have inked up for September. Let's review. So currently inked, I have, let's pull out the girls. We like looking at them. For my Sailor Shimoyo Steel Nib Fine, I have the Shimoyo ink. For my Esterbrook Esty, or my Esterbrook Esty 1.1 stub nib, I have Cafe Crema by Robert Oster. My Lamy Alstar, I have Robert Oster Thunderstorm. My Twisbi Eco Bronze, I have Sailor Shikiori Shika. And then for my Twisbi Eco in Cream, I have, let's move it up. Oh, how do the girls be doing this? I have Diamond Oxford Blue. And then in my brass Kaweco Sport, I have the Kaweco cartridge in palm green. Love that for me. So that's part of what I have inked up. And then I also have inked up, leave these girls aside, I have my gorgeous Pilot Custom 823 with Urban Marmez de Cassis. And then I have my sturdy, wonderful Pilot Vanishing Point medium nib in Parker Quink Black. And then I have my Kaweco Sport medium in Pearl Black cartridge, and a Kaweco Sport medium in Sunrise Orange, which is a cartridge. And friends, I have done it. I have done my first currently inked, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you come back because I have lots more to share on the journaling front. Some walkthroughs of TNs that I've promised you, how to make TN inserts. I mean, all sorts of goodness. So please do come back and hang out with me. Until then, I hope you are loving your life and doing all the things that bring you joy. And I hope they include fountain pens, kinda, because fountain pens bring me so much joy, and I want to influence people as much as I can. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money. You can get started with $10. Get you a Pilot Kakuno and enjoy your life. Anyway, that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and looking at my currently inked. I probably won't have this many pens inked again. But I love my fountain pens, and thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.